So I guess
That's so weird.
Yeah, and I guess so I guess bye Alicia.
Bye, Alicia?
Bye Felicia.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, here. I made a joke like, this summer, there's going to be a beautiful Asian woman, and she's going to walk real slow.
Oh, God.
Do you remember this the Necropolis garbage?
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the Necropolis garbage again.
Right. So I guess since we just did a few episodes of normalcy, we're back to another overdub or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
the post-commentary.
Yeah, post-commentary.
And, I guess I should apologize, but, it's not really anything we can do about it.
Technical difficulties, man.
Yeah, just fucking shit happens, and I'm sorry. And like, comment, and subscribe if you, love your family. And give me $1 every month, because now I have a Patreon. Do you like what we do here? Do you like listening to me talk about my dick? Give me $1 every month.
Dollar a dick, guys.
Dollar a dick a month.
Folks, it's $1 a dick. Oh, God, in the grass.
Yep, I was just about to say that's what I was tripping out about the fucking stretchy grass.
Jesus Christ.
It's all coming back to me now.
You got your comeback, huh?
Got my comeback. No, I got that Destiny Potato song stuck in my head.
Oh, but it's a good song.
That whole album is amazing, dude.
I'll have to listen to it properly.
It's so goddamn good. It's like the whole back half of the album is just so fucking strong.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. We gotta fucking help little Jalen with her gay fucking ghosts. Gotta go fist fuck some ghosts.
Well, I mean...
Yeah, there's something about the song Blue Sun that's on there where, it just starts off with just, this weird little, keyboard melody and just, this fucking super intense double kick where it's just, brrrr, and then just, she starts singing little stanzas over top of it, and there's something about just the sequence of, the intensity of the bass and the little melodies and just her very sparse vocals over top. There's something about it to me that feels perfect. It's if somebody sat down and was like, what is the perfect music we can make for a Zack? That would be it. There's something about
brutal
heavily melodic, but also ridiculously intense metal. Especially with a beautiful woman singer that just tickles my nuts in all the right places. And I mean that as non-sexually as possible.
But
also these mummies explode. And it's the only part of the game where there's mummies and they explode.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of mummies, do you remember the show Mummies Alive?
No.
You never saw Mummies Alive?
I grew up in a different place.
You grew up in a different country. How dare you?
Was this a Canadian thing? We got the American Forces Network, but
fair.
It was pretty mainstream stuff we got on there.
Yeah, fair enough. I usually just watched YTV and whenever the Family Channel didn't suck.
So Mummies Alive was...
It was a cartoon that was about there was this kid who was the reincarnation of some great Egyptian emperor. What did they call their kings?
Did he transform into a mummy?
No,
okay.
But there was 4 mummies who were his fucking his sworn guardians or whatever, who came back to life when he was discovered as the reincarnation of this dude, and they had this whole super intense the one dude had one arm, but when he transformed into his defender armor, he got a gold mechanical arm and shit.
Huh. All right.
The reason I bring this up is because I went back and watched an episode, and wow, that show does not hold up.
Dude.
It is some hot garbage.
I fucking feel you.
It fucking looks cool. It's cool as balls, but when I was 11, that show does not hold up.
Yeah, no. Okay, so I was never a big fan of the Transformers. But Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was awesome.
Beast Wars was the fucking shit.
That shit was the shit.
But you watch it now?
Oh no.
Oh my fucking... Especially as someone who works in 3D animation. This was like... I could put my cat on my fucking keyboard and she could make a show just as good as that now with what we have. Like, it was great for the time, right?
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like, holy shit, there are, like, less than 50 polygons in this one character, and the entire character is, like, what is now a default, like, Lambert or Fong texture, right? Like, you can tell, like, it's just...
Yep.
Oh, I should not have watched that. I should not have watched that, because it brought my childhood love into focus in a bad way. But it's how far we've come, right?
For sure.
You know?
It's a stepping stone. Like, I remember when... Fuck, I was living in Oshawa when that first started airing. Like, I was a little kid when that came out. That reboot was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That show holds up. Maybe not an animation, but, like, the storyline... That shit was solid. That was fucking solid.
Also, technically, Reboot was pretty fucking amazing. Mm-hmm. Just the way that they managed to even render out any of it is incredible. Because nowadays we have sections of a set.
Yeah.
So say you have one city.
Yeah.
Right. You have sections of that wherever the characters are, so that the rendering process is only accounting for that geometry. Mm-hmm. It's like, even if it isn't even if you can't see it through the virtual camera, it's being rendered. It's being accounted for in the processing of the rendering.
Yeah. Right?
So it's lesser when you just break a setup into pieces. Mm-hmm. The entire city in Reboot, the massive fucking city, it was just all rendered.
Really?
Like, they didn't break it up at all. Like, every shot in that fucking city had the entire set in it, which, like, now, thinking of that, like, if we did that now, it's just insane to think about. Like, we would either have to have so much more rendering power than we already have.
Yeah. Or
you just wouldn't get as many episodes as often.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting about that is that, like, purely for rendering standards, like, it kind of makes sense that they were able to render the entire city of that show at once, because the textures were ass. Like, it was just like, oh, these buildings are yellow, and that's it. They were just yellow. There wasn't any shading, there wasn't any shadows, there wasn't any, like, there was nothing on it. It was just there.
This was the 90s.
True.
And computationally, like, they had much less power. They had much less power than we have today.
Fair.
So, like, it kind of scales, right?
True.
In a way. I don't know. You can't really quantify. I'm sure you can, but I'm not a math person.
I'm not a
I'm barely a tech person, and that's, like, my career.
Yeah. Oh, look, relevant comment, I died. Anyway.
Yeah. And then we redo it.
And then we restart, and I think maybe I beat him this time, or I fail one more time. I don't know, whatever. You're going to see it. You're going to watch it.
Yeah.
Rewinding slightly back to Transformers. Mm-hmm. Interesting story time. Okay. So, back when
Did you have an intimate, loving, emotional relationship with one of the characters, and
I stuck my toy version of Optimus Prime, like the gorilla, inside my asshole.
Oh, so the Beast Wars version.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I applaud you for that.
No, but when the Transformers movie, the first one was coming out, there was so much hype around it. So I was like, fucking Transformers, oh my god!
Yep.
I even remember talking to my sous chef at the time, and he went for the premiere, and he was like, the first 10 minutes of that movie was so intense, like nobody in the theater was breathing. And that's super cool. I mean, you can say what you want about Michael Bay and what happened to the series afterwards, but like when that first movie dropped, it was hype. So, because of that hype, Teletoon decided, and whatever fucking other channels, decided to start rebroadcasting the original Transformers show. So, one day, me and my friend, my buddy Felix, actually, he's the dude who taught me how to DJ. And like he's a few years older than me, and he remembers watching this shit as a kid as well.
Right.
Like he grew up on the original Transformers show. Like he fucking watched the Transformers movie when he was a teenager and cried in the theater. Like, so we're so fucking sitting there smoking joints, and the storyline of this episode was that the Tyrannosaurus Dinobot, whatever the fuck his name is, and like some bullshit Decepticon fucked off. And they decided to go do their own thing, and what they're doing is they're in a Middle Eastern country, and they're stealing oil and making it into energon.
Oh no.
Guess what the name of the country was?
Fucking Iraq?
Nope.
Was it fictionalized like Zyrak?
Yes, but guess what the fictional name was? Carbomia.
No!
I'm not making that shit up.
Carbomia.
Yeah. And they fucking say it more than once in the episode. I remember we were sitting there like,
what the fuck?
Fucking talking about our days, like, oh yeah, I dropped some fish in the fucking deep fryer, blah blah blah, and we were just watching it while getting stoned, and there was just like that like lull in conversation, and like the Dinobot dude was like, oh, I hope they don't find us in Carbomia, and I was like, wait, the fuck did he just say?
Oh my.
And I mean, like, this is the time of my life where I worked at being as offensive as physically possible.
Right.
And both me and Felix sat there and were like, that's bad. That's a bad thing, they say.
That's a big oof right there. That's
a big no-no.
Shit. A bit on the nose there, but you know.
It's so bad.
Artistic license and all. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's actually not as bad as the time that I forget what show it was.
He forgets what show it was.
He forgot it.
He fucking forgot what show it. Hey, whatever.
Forgot it. So yeah, I forget which show, and I should probably be a bit vague because, you know, I have NDAs, I guess. But,
like they're gonna watch this. Come on.
But we did some work for a cartoon, but it was contracted to us. The rest of the work that is pertinent to the story, was done out of a studio in South Korea, obviously. Don't know why I had to
obviously
South Korea.
North Korea just doesn't exist, didn't you know?
Yeah, it's a figment of our global imagination.
Just like birds.
Yeah. Well, no, birds technically exist, but only as government
sanctioned.
drones.
Yep. They're spies on all of us.
Absolutely.
I read it on the
Ever
internet.
Ever seen a baby pigeon?
I read it on the internet.
Baby pigeon?
I read it on the internet. It has to be true. Every single baby pigeon.
Jesus Christ.
Pigeon.
Pigeon.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
fuck. Continue.
Before I came, like, I left the studio I'm at for a year, but in that year, like a month before I came back, there was a bomb threat.
Really?
Yep. And it was because there was a bit of Muslim outrage to a scene, or I think, just like a shot. Well, a scene in that cartoon where a character was stomping on paper, on like pages of a book or something that were on fire, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And
nobody knew it at all, except definitely the person that textured that paper. There were a lot of pieces of paper, but this one paper was a page from the Quran. Yeah. So of course somebody fucking noticed that and was like, of course, like the image of someone stomping on a page of your sacred text, like, much more understandable to the Western eye, to any eye, than, you know, the whole drawing of Muhammad and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
they knew what they were doing, for sure. Whoever fucking like textured that page, but those people were in South Korea. But the people that got so offended that they would threaten bombing a studio thought, because I guess they didn't see our studio's name. Maybe they didn't like see the other studio's name in the credits. They saw ours, or they looked up on the internet and like our studio's name was the one that came up.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, so fuck these people. And yeah, no, there was no actual bombing, but yeah.
There was a bomb threat.
Yeah, there was the threat where it's like, oh,
Jesus.
hell yeah. Okay, so now you guys know what it was, know my experience growing up.
Yeah.
Because growing up, we didn't have fire drills, we had bomb drills, and we had bomb threats and shit.
That's rough, dude.
But, I mean, it's, I'm not gonna lie, in a way, it's like, okay, so now, like, some people here at least got a little taste of, what.
It's a life experience.
Yeah, it absolutely is. If you haven't been threatened with a bombing, you haven't lived.
Are you even living? Are you alive right now?
Yeah. What are you doing?
How can you walk?
What are you doing with your life?
That
does not value you at the point of being bombed, or at least threatened to be bombed.
I'm going to regret saying this. Homework, kids. Go out and find a sacred text and maybe put a TikTok out of you taking a shit on it. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't do anything I say ever. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Don't listen to me.
The amount of hotel blunts that have been wrapped with pages from the Bible, though, like who's?
I've straight up lit a Bible on fire.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, as non-religious people, it's an outsider's view, but I grew up in a Muslim country.
Yeah.
I am a part of, I suppose, Christian-dominated country, right?
Yeah.
Canada's...
I mean, technically, North America in general is, like, Christian-dominated.
Yeah, but, like... I don't know.
Ooh, I'm frozen. Look at that.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that's great.
Christ.
That was great.
Fantastic.
Continue.
Glitchy shit.
Excuse me.
I don't know, man. Like, I have this disconnect, obviously, because, maybe I'm not totally atheist, but, like, I just don't understand. There are things I would kill for and die for, but someone talking shit or like a cartoon of something, of anything really. God, I've seen some awful shit made through animation.
Happy Tree Friends? Anybody? I've seen some awful shit on Happy Tree Friends.
I'm not familiar.
You don't know Happy Tree Friends?
No,
Oh my
think I've
god.
heard of it.
Okay, I'm gonna put a rain check on that. Continue, because you're hitting some real shit, and it's shit that I agree with. Okay. So I want you to finish your thought.
But it's the whole idea that your feeling of being, just because you're offended doesn't mean you're justified in your vengeance.
Yeah.
And it's this disconnect between your beliefs and your humanity, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's I'm not putting this all on Islam, like goddamn the fucking IRA and I don't know, like
the IRA and the fucking Crusades and the Spanish Inquisition and like,
and it's not even just religion, it's all different types of ideologies that people have gone fucking nuts and murderous for.
Mm-hmm.
But this,
you can do it. I believe in you.
It is impossible for me to understand the justification of taking a human life, or even threatening to take a human life, on the basis of a subjective human experience.
Especially one that came out of a book.
Yep. Which came out of a human mind.
Like, you just fucking read a thing in a book that's really old that a bunch of other people told you that they think is right. Yeah. And you know what, in extreme cases, they might, like, threaten to beat your ass if you don't fucking, like, agree with it, and that's also wrong.
Yeah.
But, like, going out of your way to fucking threaten people's lives because they fucking made fun of your book. Fuck off.
A book that was written by humans.
Yeah.
It
doesn't matter how inspired they are. It doesn't matter if they had a fucking psychotropic trip and thought that, like, Jesus was born inside their asshole and decided to fucking tell them how to make some amazing shit. It doesn't matter. No. Because that's all, you're all still a person just making some bullshit for some other fucking people to possibly like. I mean, even this right here is just some bullshit that some people are making in hopes that other people will like it. Please comment and like and subscribe.
Yeah. But we're not asking these people to fucking believe us or follow us.
No, and I don't want you to go fucking stab anybody's eyes out because they fucking made fun of something in a book.
Yeah,
it's asinine.
Don't firebomb anything, for fuck's sake. Just be an understanding human being, and, like, don't subscribe to don't subscribe to other people's claims of reality.
Yeah,
Live your own
but subscribe
reality.
to us, though.
Yeah, but subscribe.
Like,
to us.
comment, and survive.
Oh, all right.
That joke is stolen. That is super stolen. I just love it. I love it so much.
I fuck with it, but all right.
That joke is stolen. I did not come up with that joke. Continue.
Oh God,
I am a joke thief, and I don't give a shit. You can kiss my black ass.
You know what? Some of the best comedians are joke thieves, whether or not they know it.
Dude, Robin Williams was caught several times in his early career, like, straight up stealing entire sets from people.
Yeah, fucking it happens, man. But
it does.
Even, like, unconsciously, like, you know, it's, like, there's a bank of ideas sometimes. There's, like, I don't know, with the amalgamation of current events and current, like, I guess, comedic themes and all that, and trends of ideas and all, everything, like, you know, Ants and A Bug's Life were produced at the same time. Yeah. Without really knowing each other existed.
I remember that, actually.
Right? It's the same fucking thing.
Also, Ants was better.
Which one was Jerry Seinfeld?
It wasn't Seinfeld. But you are thinking along
Jerry
the same
Seinfeld
lines.
was the lead voice actor in one.
Was Jerry Seinfeld? I thought it was it was Alan fucking what's his face? He's Jewish.
Alan.
Wood. Alan something.
Wait.
Also, bless
Woody
you.
Allen?
Woody Allen, yeah. It was Woody Allen.
He directed it, though.
No, dude, he was the main dude. I swear.
And
I will bet my left testicle on this.
I'm getting that testy.
I'm feeling kind of testy. Am I right?
Today. You get to keep your testicles.
Yes!
Fuck me. Ants. Woody Allen as Z or Zed. Sylvester Stallone as Weaver.
Yep.
Sharon Stone as Princess Bala.
Yep.
Wait, so A Bug's Life... Hold on. A Bug's Life cast... Oh. Okay. I thought one of these had Seinfeld in them. But I guess Dave Foley, Kevin Spacey, and Hayden Panettiere led The Bug's Life.
Kevin Spacey was in that movie?
He was Hopper.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I guess so.
He does weirdly play the villain very well.
Yeah. He, turns out, knew how to play that role in on screen and in real life.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh god, the days before we knew.
Days before,
right? Like Purple Rose of Cairo, fucking great film. But ever since the
never
Woody
heard of
Allen,
it. I would check that out though.
It is his best work.
Yeah. He's also a creepy fuck.
Absolute fucking creep.
Oh yeah,
dude.
If you listen to some of his old stand-up, most of it is all about just like...
Woody Allen?
Yeah.
Stand-up?
He did stand-up.
What?
Yeah. And if you listen to a bunch of it, a lot of it is just like him sleazing over beautiful women. Yeah.
Well,
they don't have rights.
He sleazed over his stepdaughter.
Yeah, and married her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. Oh, wait, no. So... Okay.
But you just didn't see that fine ass of hers. I can't do a Woody Allen impression. I am sorry.
Close.
Everyone, I'm sorry. I sincerely apologize.
Oh, God.
If I see you, I'll give you a hug.
Or at least elbow bump with the coronavirus going around.
That'll be done by then.
Will it?
Hopefully.
Will it?
Or we'll just be an entire continent of like bubble boy people.
Hey, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
I don't like being touched out of the blue anyways. I'll hug. See, that's fine, I guess.
Lower.
I guess it's more like when I'm working.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, man. Like, a few weeks ago, like, a work friendship got pretty rocky because
yeah?
the jacket got pulled over my head. I don't know, man. I don't know. When I'm in the zone, you do not fuck with me.
That's fair.
Like, it's... Oof.
And I'm assuming you gave them, like, fair warning ahead of time.
They were... It's been their thing for a long time, and I was ramping up throughout months and months of our work relationship. Not in that way, but...
I know.
Of, like, you know... expressing the boundaries, but just more forcefully and more forcefully, you know.
Yeah.
From like hinting onwards, and then that was the thing that just made me fucking snap. It's like, just stop fucking with me, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like, I don't touch you. I don't like poke you in the ribs. I don't like throw your jacket over your head. Like, let the fucking wake the fuck up.
Yep.
We're fine now, but goddamn.
I'm usually pretty easy with a lot of things. But one thing, especially when I was working in kitchens, that always bugs me is like this stupid man game of like tagging each other in the nuts. I hate that. You do not touch my that is my area, you don't touch it. I don't give a fuck how close we are unless we are banging. any gender, I don't give a shit. Unless we are doing the sexual at the time, you do not touch my dick or my balls. Yeah. I will fucking stab you.
Yeah.
And I've lost it on people in kitchens for doing that before. Like, you fucking touch me there again, I'm actually going to stab you.
I mean, the last person that did that, it was like over half a decade ago, and it was a very bro-y situation, but still, like, without me even thinking, it was a quick jab to the nose, and... Yeah, I feel that, for sure.
Yeah, just, you
for
don't.
For different reasons, I think, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you just fucking don't. It's... If Eve never ate the apple, maybe it would be different.
Oh my god! That reminds me of something.
But yeah, no, like that is the most intimate and personal part of our bodies. Don't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
That's simple.
That's how I pass on my DNA, bitch.
Yeah. Just fucking...
Oh, should I read this out loud?
Buckshot it all over the... You don't know when it's gonna be,
That's true.
When done will be pressed.
I mean, I could technically pause it if I want to.
It might be a little late unless you power through it.
It's good we now that the characters of the spirits that say the Emperor of the closest heaven tooled puppet and that send them against me.
Funny enough, that's exactly what I think you were doing like, as we recorded this.
Yeah, because this is the session where I really started to do that.
Yeah, you did it.
I just got too drunk and stopped caring. I was just like, there's a man in a habit and he goes in his bear.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where this started.
And you know what? Both times, same effect.
Fucking glitch through that door. You see that shit?
Yep.
Just fucking see that?
You did the little 360, like,
I was like, the fuck? God, I love this game.
Yeah.
It has been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
mean, we're not counting our involvement in it, just the game itself.
No, of course not.
Yeah, because it's.
Look at those texts. Look at this fucking bullshit. That's exactly what I'm doing right now too. I'm just like, look at this fucking glitchy nonsense.
I mean, to be fair, like I loaded. I don't play Apex Legends, but I loaded it up a couple days ago, like last week actually, and this shit was happening to the set flags. Yeah, it was happening to shit on the set. And it's like, God damn.
Are you in the bathroom? What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah,
it's like a full 2 minutes of that.
Without the dialogue or even the game sounds, it is hard to really process what you're thinking behind this, like when you're like behind the stick.
Yeah. I'm sorry, continue.
I don't know. I don't care
No,
what I was talking about. Because yeah, that is those are some glitchy IK handles.
I like it though. I'm okay with it.
Vertices. Sorry.
There you go.
IK handles are like joints.
Yep.
Vertices are just points.
Oh, dude, playing Dragon Age now, because like that only came out a few years after this. Like there are some fucking points in that game where I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
I just did the whole fucking like really interesting point on that game. It's the only like medieval fantasy-ish world where you actually go into a dwarven empire. And you actually have to deal with dwarven politics.
Oh, okay.
And I got to meet female dwarves.
No, no shit.
Yeah, they're just short bitches, that's it.
Yeah. Did they also have beards like
no,
in Tolkien? Okay.
No, but I did see, I have seen, like, artwork like that before. And you know what? If a chick's got a little bit of a scruff, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we both run in similar circles.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Like,
it's fine.
Come on. Look.
Yeah. Dude, it's hair. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
If you're disgusted by hair, you're wrong.
Yeah, I mean, the people I'm with accept my hair, so...
Why not?
Goddamn, like, I'm scratchier than any woman I've been with.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna judge.
I have metal spikes in my face. Like...
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
I mean... You've made out with women with a similar, like, lip piercings, right?
Not these specifically, but I have had intimate syllabial sharing, with women with lip piercings before, and there's been, like, maybe 3 times in my life where, like, they've gotten caught in shit.
Yeah, it can get a little... disruptive.
Yep. Yep. That actually happened to me a bunch with my ears when I first got my industrials done and they were just bars. Those got caught on fucking everything.
Wait, really? Oh,
like I originally had bars through them. I mean, I took this one out because it had a keloid. I had this one for 3 years and it never healed. So I was like, just fucking
go
that
away
shit
doesn't
now.
heal like after a year.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Like, it was still just, like, breaking open and would bleed, and I was like, you know what, I'm done now. I'm done.
Yeah.
I think it was that tree plant, actually, and I didn't want to get infected.
Oh, shit.
Oh, look, now I'm in the Lotus Assassin Dark Bad Guy's place.
Yay!
Yay!
This is like...
Yay, progress!
Yeah.
And then the session after this is the one we did with Alicia.
Oh.
Which is actually fantastic.
Wait, it's after this?
Yeah, it's after this.
Oh, so the whole "bye Alicia" joke I did at the beginning
is weirdly appropriate
or inappropriate because she didn't even come in.
Nope.
Okay,
but that makes it more appropriate. Cool. Weirdly.
Cool.
I was kind of hoping she would come over and join us for this one, so then it's just like, hey, welcome to the re-recording of the session that happened before you recorded with us.
Yeah. Is she still coming over?
No, she's not going to.
Alright, fair enough.
She was like, nah, I'm in a bad mood.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep, that's a great thing about
Look, we have fresh blood, another soul for the forge, or a new pet for the masters. We need more competition for attention.
We're paying attention to the game now. Look at us go.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking press A, Zach. What is this? What are you doing?
We're talking some bullshit. I probably distracted
know.
you, or like...
Oh, you distracted me with your great conversation. How fucking dare you?
I would not imagine.
How?
This was
how
at the end of the night. I would
Yeah.
imagine it's
This
the
was
best
right
of
at the
conversation.
end. Oh, it was fantastic. When you're ready to be going, I only seek to serve the Lotus Assassins. Let me pass. Out of my way, or you be dead while I'm running the place.
God, you're so distracted.
We're talking about something very important.
Yep.
Welcome to post commentary, kids.
Like, what the fuck were we thinking? Which is a
we were drunk and
consistent theme in my life.
Yeah, it's also kind of a theme with this Let's Play. There's so many times where we're just talking about shit and it's like 4 minutes of just the same screen. It happens all the fucking time.
I mean, at that point, you just better fucking hope you're not too drunk and you actually, I don't know, are being entertained.
That was the sentence, for sure.
Are being entertained, or worthwhile of anyone's attention at all.
I hope.
God.
So, last time I was on Salt Spring, my friend has 2 kids. Mm-hmm. She has a 12-year-old and she has an 8-month-old.
Itty bitty baby.
Itty bitty baby. And her 12-year-old, last time I was there, I told him has a Let's Play channel and he subscribed to me, and that's awesome. Oh, and nice. So the other day he was telling me, he was like, "Man, I get your videos all the time in like my YouTube feed." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, that's how subscription works." He's like, "Yeah, but I don't watch any of them." Thanks, Adrian.
He's fucking honest. At least he's honest.
Yeah,
I've done that too. It's been like, I'll fucking drop a sub.
Yep.
But I mean,
I'm just dropping support. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah, it's like there's a shit ton of liked videos on my YouTube that I, didn't even really like. But it's like, I love you and you deserve this because I could see how much goddamn work you put in this, and I know this is great content. But it's not my kind of content. But I love you, so here's a like.
Oh, look at that fucking... Oh, that was sick. I think that was the first, like, decapitation I got in the game, too.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, she gets a little gnarly around here, doesn't she? Yeah.
Oh, I fucking kill the shit out of these people.
Yes, you do. But, like, in a real sneaky way, too.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You can some of them are pretty sneaky.
Yeah, okay.
Some of them are pretty sneaky.
Drop a spoiler, but yeah.
Drop a spoiler like a shatter spell. Bam. That's a D&D reference.
Yes, it is.
If you get that reference, like, comment, and subscribe. And give me $1.
And play D&D.
And play D&D.
I
read this tweet a little while ago of this woman who was like looking after a bunch of kids who were gaming and stuff, and there was this little girl, and she was like, "Oh, do you want me to help you set up your Fortnite game?" This little girl was like 6, and she was like, "Fortnite's dead. It's all about D&D now."
What? Okay, that's fucking dope.
And she was like, "I have hope for the future."
Jesus Christ, because like I give a shit. But
that was a journey, dude.
I know. But you know what? I'm finally moving to be with my daughter in a couple months, so take that into account. But the last time I visited my daughter, I came down the escalator in the airport.
In the escalator.
And she was at the very bottom, jumping up and down, and we hugged for like fucking 3-5 minutes. And then I put her down, and she instantly started flossing. It's like, oh, this is new. I looked to her mother. It's like, you didn't warn me about this, and she's like, yeah, I know. Welcome to this. She saved that shit for me.
Of course. Do you remember the fucking dance from Rollin' by Limp Bizkit?
I don't remember the dance. I remember the fucking song. No,
I remember the dance.
What's the dance?
It was dumb.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
You're gonna have to look it up.
It had this in it, didn't it?
I don't think it did actually, because Rollin' was this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you're like doing a steering wheel motion,
yeah, okay,
and
the
you
high
grab
steering
your
wheel.
You grab your crotch a lot, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I
And there's
feel
some
that.
hip thrusts, and you go like this, and you turn around, and
Oh, it was actually like a...
there was
like
an actual dance to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I remember doing that shit, and that was fucking stupid.
Okay, so to counterbalance that Fortnite thing, it has also come to pass recently that my daughter has... I forget her name because I would love to shout her out.
Forget your daughter's name.
Yeah. Which one? There's my daughter, then there's my secret daughter in my secret family. No, this YouTuber, I forget her fucking name, and I would love to drop her name because she's amazing. She like 2D animates, like sketch, like it's pretty basic, but it's still really good for what it is.
Yeah.
She animates a kind of narrative of her D&D sessions.
Oh.
And it's very kid friendly, and
Yeah.
she has a great voice and a great like kind of cadence, and she's so good, and she's like my daughter's favorite YouTube channel. Thank fucking God that
That's awesome.
that it's not like an toy unboxing channel now. But yeah, so she's like, she knows D&D. As a 7-year-old, she knows and likes D&D.
That's awesome.
And I didn't even do that to her.
It just happened on her own.
Yeah, which is amazing that I didn't. Like, God,
Well,
I've been waiting to like read her Tolkien and all that because just now, I think it's time. But yeah, no, on her own, she just
I don't know
found
if you'd want to go with Token right away. That's some... I don't want to say it's heavy. Like, some fucked up shit happens. But that's like... Like, I read that at 14 and I didn't get it. Like, I didn't fucking understand what was happening.
I mean,
At the same time, though, having you there to explain, like, what the fuck a Helm's Deep is, I feel like would probably help.
It's a good point. Like, I started reading The Hobbit at 9.
Hobbit is great.
Yeah.
Definitely do The Hobbit. The Hobbit for sure. Because that's just an adventure. That's all it is. Like, there's no fate of the world.
I do tend to lump them all under Lord of the Rings.
Dude, I've read The Hobbit
why.
5 times.
Right.
I read Lord of the Rings once. Because, god damn it.
God damn it, what?
Because, god damn it. Have you
God
read
damn
those
it, what,
books?
motherfucker?
What? Have you read those books?
Yeah. What about 'em? 'Cause
They're just
dark and...
They're long and they're dry. And they're dry as fuck balls.
Yeah, I mean... Maybe that's just what I needed when I was reading them.
That's fair.
Because No, I read them twice, but that's still in the same, like, half decade, like, no, Hobbit I read at 9. Lord of the Rings I first read
I think I also
probably
read
at
The Hobbit
10.
9.
10, then another, like, again at, like, 13 or 14. But yeah, no.
Fair enough. Which is funny because I love dry shit. But just, like, there were so many things in the books. Like, he does that thing that I actually don't like that authors do. I didn't realize I hated it at the time, but Anne Rice does it a lot too.
Yeah.
Where they over-explain what's going on.
Oh.
Like, they fucking go overboard on, like, this is what the castle looked like, and this is what the fucking candles on the walls reminded the character of, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. Just throw a pie. Make something happen, please.
Interesting, because I used to love over description.
I actually don't like it. I never have.
For me, I loved the process of, like, saying, like, Helm's Deep or whatever, and you start from your initial image, so you still get that, but throughout the descriptive process, you kind of get honed in to the writer or Tolkien's, like, view.
Yeah.
So you get both. It's not just leaving it open to your imagination.
That's fair.
It's not directly like, this is it, but, like, you're being led from your vast imagination into a more honed in version. That was kind of, you know?
And it's not to say that I dislike description in books because I mean that's kind of essential. But I like light description, and I want to be able to have my imagination fill in the blanks. That's why I love Neil Gaiman as a writer so much, because he's just like, here's some things, and then some other things, and some other things, and it's up to you to like put them all together in your brain. Like when I was reading Neverwhere for the first time, which for the record, one of my all-time favorite books. Started off as a radio show. On BBC Radio, and then he made it into a novel, which is one of my favorite novels, like top 3. I love that one. That was his first novel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that was his first.
That was his first one.
Oh wow.
The next one was it was the one about the star. I don't remember, but that was also really good. But there's a scene in Neverwhere where Buddy is traveling through like the secret London underground, and he ends up coming across this like little underground kingdom where this like fucking spider lady is like treating them to dinner, but she's very, very like by the rules and by the book, and if you say the wrong thing she'll fucking kill you.
Right.
And it's just like at some random stop that he's never heard of before, but now because he's part of the London underground, like they end up going there for like tea to get some information or whatever. Okay. And like he just gives you the vaguest of descriptions. It's like there's a table on a fucking cart or something, or and like everything feels spiderwebby, and there's mist for some reason, and he just kind of leaves it to you to fill in the blanks, and I really liked that.
Okay. It's definitely a subjective readership.
Oh, for sure. I'm not saying that like Anne Rice going on for a page and a half about like how the fucking candles on the wall and the shadows that it produced reminded Lestat of fucking blah blah blah. But I find that incredibly boring. And then it might be because
for sure.
Might be because I just have fucking ADD. It's probably a contributing factor for sure. But it just is. And when I was reading Lord of the Rings at 14, I couldn't fucking stand it. And I was so bored, so incredibly, like, mind-numbingly bored that when I was reading the second book, I actually went like this and skipped like 300 pages.
Damn.
Seriously, I skipped like a chunk of the book and was just like, I want this to be over now.
Oh, damn. So,
which I'm not saying is good, and I'm not saying like.
No, I mean it's you catered to your experience, right?
And the book made as much sense to me, honestly.
So like
I didn't follow anything that was happening.
So when the films came out, you weren't like, oh shit, did this happen in the books?
No, actually, I had the exact opposite effect where I knew what was happening. Shit got figured out for me, which is the only time in my life that's ever happened, like ever. Because usually I'm the dude who like fucking reads the thing like this: The Way of the Lotus. Many acolytes misinterpret the tenets of the Lotus Assassins, or to say it simply, there are no tenets save one obedient, save the beach, strength of all, but one strong. It's considered the red. We are assassins, not monks. Our order does not teach us much to act. Leave the teachings of scholars, a wasteful garden, and mandate that serve the emperor through the death's hand of Grand Treasure.
Oh, you read so much faster in the first playthrough?
I apparently
did. Holy shit, you barely got halfway through.
It's probably because at this point I was just like, that guy.
You were skipping lines, not words.
I was just like picking out fucking words, and I was like, you can press pause if you want to read it, guys. To be fair, I am actually planning on doing some series of me literally reading things out loud, because I do like reading things out loud. Right. But I understand with a visual medium, this is boring as fuck.
Of course, you are in love with your own voice.
I super am.
And this is the only reason you're doing it.
It really is. I like to masturbate to myself.
Yes.
Like, wouldn't you?
Also in the mirror.
Yeah.
And onto the mirror.
Yeah.
And with... Wait. Okay, so moving forward... Yeah. Also, part of this.
We're not going to specify where that was going to go.
Part
you
of this,
get to use your imagination.
At some point, I think you were just like, "All right, I just want to get the XP," because you do get XP from reading this.
That is the main reason why I'm reading them. Like,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, I want to share fucking the lore and stuff of the game, because I do legitimately think the philosophy and the lore of this game is legitimately interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also part of me that's like, shut up and just throw a pie.
That's
Somebody throw a pie. Jesus fucking Christ.
God, yeah, some levity, I guess.
I feel like these people's lives would be improved with a pie.
Would you? Is it? Could you consider it life without pie?
Good night, everybody.
Enjoy your pie, everybody.
We still have 2 minutes.
I know. I saw the little thing there.
Also, that belch tasted like tacos. I want
Have you had
now.
tacos lately?
I've had actually many tacos recently.
Okay, well that explains it then.
It totally explains it.
See, if your burp smells like fucking like cotton candy, and you haven't had cotton candy since grade 7, like
And there's something wrong. Yeah.
Some weird biochemistry is happening there.
Yeah.
Now we're saving.
Now we're saving.
It looks like this is where we'll leave you guys.
Oh, we're totally done fixing this.
Fucking done.
Fucking done, son.
You know what? Fuck this and fuck you. I'm out.
Oh, you want to play like that, huh?
My contract's done. My obligations to you are fucking through.
You didn't
Fuck
have
you.
a contract, motherfucker. I'll pay you in peanuts.
What did I sign?
Good night, everybody.